Alright, welcome back to the Boys series, Season 3, Episode 8. If you haven't yet, please take a quick second, subscribe to the channel, greatly appreciate it. Let's get right into it. Homelander finds Ryan at Mallory's safe house. His powers are getting stronger. Homelander assures him that what happened was an accident, and it's not his fault. He'll love him no matter what. At Vought Tower, protests rage, one side demanding Maeve's release, the other calling Starlight a human trafficking liar. When the Attorney General arrives with a warrant to search for Maeve, Ashley and the Deep gas her, which knocks her out. Maeve wakes up in a Vought transport van, kills the guards, and escapes. Meanwhile, Butcher, Soldier Boy, and Huey hide out in a cabin. Soldier Boy is drinking heavy after learning Homelander is his son, and he's also supposed to be killing him. Butcher comes in and says the last targets are Noir and Homelander. After that, they're finished. Frenchie gives MM the only Novichok dose on the East Coast.
But I'm not a rapper.
MM questions him storing a deadly nerve agent inside a bottle of Starlight perfume. Back at Vought, the Deep and Ashley tell Homelander that Maeve escaped. Black Noir returns with his imaginary Buster Beaver companions, and when he walks in, the Deep and Ashley leave. Noir says they must kill Soldier Boy, and Homelander hugs him. At a gas station, Butcher knocks Huey out and locks him in the bathroom to keep him from taking more Temp V. He does care about him after all. Annie picks Huey up from the gas station and tells him Temp V is fatal. He realized Butcher was saving his life and apologizes to her for everything. She says, "I told you so."
I fucking told you so.
Feel good to get that out?
So satisfying. Oh my god.
A-Train visits Nate at home and tells him he got a new heart. He's gonna run again. Nate asks if he killed Blue Hawk before telling him to get out. He wanted him to face justice, not die. Annie shows up to find Maeve hanging out with MM, and she thanks Annie for starting the protest that allowed for her to escape. When Huey tells her Soldier Boy is Homelander's father, they decide stopping Soldier Boy from reaching Vought Tower is top priority. His blast could kill thousands. At the same time, Homelander asks Black Noir what Soldier Boy was like, learning that he knew Soldier Boy was his father the whole time. Homelander cries and kills him. Buster Beaver and friends say their goodbyes. The boys confront Butcher. Maeve steals the Novichok and throws it out the window, insisting Homelander must die, no matter what. Soldier Boy arrives and locks them all inside of a safe. Butcher and Maeve leave with him. Inside the tower, the Deep urges Ashley and A-Train to evacuate, but Homelander walks in and refuses, proudly revealing he already killed Black Noir. He whispers instructions to the Deep, but all we can hear is make it look like an accident, and the Deep implies it could be treason. The Deep drowns a potential VP candidate while he swims in his pool. Yes, Deep, I think political assassination is probably considered treason. Annie breaks them out of the safe and Frenchie devises a plan. Break into Vought's lab where he can make more Novichok. They all head for the tower. Butcher, Soldier Boy, and Maeve confront Homelander, who says he already killed Noir. Homelander tries to reunite with Soldier Boy as a family, revealing Ryan, his grandson. Soldier Boy rejects him, calling him weak and pathetic.
You're a fucking disappointment.
They all converge on Homelander, and Ryan blasts Soldier Boy to keep him from blowing up the building. Homelander tells him to go upstairs, but Soldier Boy smacks the shit out of him first, leaving him unconscious. Homelander runs to check on him, turning his back to Soldier Boy, leaving him vulnerable, and Butcher actually protects them by firing his own laser eyes at Soldier Boy. Homelander turns around and fires his eyes at him too. The two of them share a cute little side eye of respect while saving Ryan. Soldier Boy tells Butcher he's weaker than Homelander, and the two continue to fight as Homelander checks on Ryan. Maeve comes in and punches Homelander, forcing him to fight while Butcher struggles to hold off Soldier Boy. He's too strong. Frenchie finds the lab and starts making Novichok while Huey gets on the intercom, warning everybody in the building to evacuate. Kimiko smiles when she sees guards coming. She starts the song Maniac and murders them all, but Frenchie was shot in the leg during the attack. He hands Kimiko the finished gas canister. Maeve, still fighting, smiles when she sees Homelander bleeding. Soldier Boy is beating Butcher's ass again. He knocks him out and grabs Kimiko by the throat as she tries to catch him off guard, throwing her with ease. Annie confronts Soldier Boy. Huey debates using the last dose of Temp V, but instead blasts the studio lights to boost Annie's power, giving her strength that she never knew she had. She begins to fly and unleashes a massive blast that floors Soldier Boy. MM deploys the Novichok gas on him as he begins to charge up for another explosion. Butcher blocks Ryan and Maeve stabs Homelander in the ear with a metal straw, sending him into a daze just long enough for her to tackle Soldier Boy out the window, saving countless lives while sacrificing her own as they explode in the air on the way down. Homelander retrieves Ryan and they leave together. Butcher passes out as they walk away. The next day, Vought announces Maeve's death, hailing her sacrifice. Annie returns home and we discover Maeve isn't dead after all. She has no powers and plans on leaving town with Elena. Ashley later finds CCTV footage proving Maeve survived and deletes it, allowing her to disappear. Butcher wakes up in the hospital to learn he has 12 to 18 months to live. and Soldier Boy is placed securely back into cryogenic containment under Mallory's watch. Annie throws away her Starlight suit and officially joins the boys. Butcher returns as the news reports the assassination of VP President Lamar Bishop, which leaves Victoria Newman as the new VP for Robert Singer's campaign. Butcher says she has to go. At Vought Tower, protesters topple Soldier Boy's statue, and they even have a guy who looks like the moron who stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Homelander shows up and introduces Ryan publicly for the first time. When a protester calls him a fascist and throws a can that hits Ryan, Homelander blasts him in the face. For a second, the whole crowd falls silent, but then Todd begins to cheer and the entire crowd joins in. Homelander can't believe it and starts to laugh as Ryan smiles. I'm so happy Maeve gets a happy ending to her story, and the fact Ashley deleted the footage to let her get away literally brought a tear to my eye. We still have 2 seasons left though, so she might not be out of the woods yet. Is Homelander actually a good father? I can't believe I'm saying this, but he might be. Not great, but good. At least he's there for him and cares about his well-being. He might not be teaching him the best stuff, but at least he's present and genuinely loves him. That's more than a lot of people get. Speaking of Ryan, he saved Butcher's life, but I don't even know if he did it on purpose. It seemed like he said he wanted to leave to keep Homelander from killing him, but maybe that was just a coincidence. And I guess we know what Newman asked Homelander to do in return for Ryan's location, and he didn't even have to do anything. The Deep did it. That's insane. 2 pro-soup, Vought-supporting maniacs in the White House at the same time? What could possibly go wrong? Anyways, thank you for joining me on this recap. Season 1 of Gen V is going to be coming up next. Then we'll be going back to the boys because that's how the storyline plays out, so that's the order we're doing it in. If you made it this far, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys at God U for the next one. Thanks for watching.